Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Padilla and I will be your instructor for the Comm 180 course that you signed up to take this summer. A little bit about me and the class is how I wanted to start. So first of all, I've been teaching at DVC for about 15 years now, and I teach your class, Communication 180. I also teach Communication 120, which is our public speaking class, and then Comm 121, which is our persuasion and critical thinking class. In terms of Comm 180, I've been teaching this class for a while now. I've taught it in all kinds of different ways. I've taught it in fall and in spring over a 16-week course, and then I've taught it in summer over a 9-week course and a 6-week course. So I feel pretty well versed in how to teach this class and how to make it successful and a positive learning experience for myself and also for you, the students, most importantly. So a couple things I'm going to go over in the video. I'm going to talk a little bit about my teaching philosophy, and then I'm going to talk about a couple things I need you to get started right away so that you can be successful in class. The first thing about my teaching philosophy and my theories on teaching communication studies is that for this summer, what we're going to do is we're going to learn a whole bunch of different theories related to communication studies, which means that there's little areas of communication studies where later you might take a whole 16-week course in it, but we're just going to surface level touch the top of the theory and try to understand what it is. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to then work on our skills so that we can apply whatever we're learning in the textbook or through the chapter or through the different articles we're going to read or videos we're going to watch. How do we then apply that to our own lives? And I'm going to try to push you to build your own communication skills and figure out what do those theories mean for you and how does that make you a better communicator overall. My goal then by the end of the class would be that you, yes, have learned these theories and understand communication concepts better, but also walk away with some skills where you say, hey, I'm a better communicator now because of these different things that I've learned through these theories. So that's my goal when approaching this class, is not just to memorize a bunch of stuff, but then actually figure out how to apply that stuff that we're learning. I'm hoping that through my consistency and you understanding due dates along with open communication that everybody can be successful in taking this class. There are 4 things you're going to need right away, though, to be successful within the first week. And the most immediate that I need you to focus on is getting a textbook. So we're going to use Julia Wood's Communication Mosaics textbook. You can get this textbook through the library. You can get it through our bookstore. You can order it through any online venue that you trust. You will not need the access code, so you don't need to worry about that, which means you can buy a used version, which will save you some money. The reason that I like using this book is because it's pretty straightforward, it's well organized, and it gives good examples to help us understand what it is we're trying to learn about. You need that book right away in this class because assignments are going to start moving within week 1, and you're going to want that textbook to be successful on the quizzes and to understand what it is we're trying to teach ourselves and learn in this class. So you really need to get a textbook as soon as possible. The second thing that you're going to need to be successful is you're going to need to understand deadlines, and you're going to need to stay on top of things throughout the course. So just for consistency, due dates are always going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with optional and or moving forward and or catching up on Friday. So those are the main deadlines. I always give you till 11:55 p.m. so that you can procrastinate all day until the very end and then get assignments done. However, I will post the work about a week before so that you'll have plenty of time to get everything completed that you need to. So with that said, my goal is that through that consistency, you always have something to do Monday, you always have something to do Tuesday, you always have something to do Wednesday, and you always have something to do Thursday. Friday is when I'll post the new material so you can start working forward if you want to, and or you can then catch up and finish whatever you need to from the previous week. You need to remember that this course is taught over 16 weeks when it's taught in fall or spring, and we're jamming 16 weeks into 6 for this class. And so keep that in mind that when it's like, man, this is a lot of work and it's fast paced, it is. You signed up to take this class in a super accelerated way, which is great because you can get 3 units done, but it also means 2 to 3 chapters a week versus like 1 chapter a week. So just kind of keep that in mind as we're moving forward. And remember that this class is a 54-hour class for 3 units, and so that breaks down to about 9 hours a week of just simple instruction and watching videos and reading. So kind of keep that in mind, and then homework is on top of that. All right, the third thing you're going to need to be successful, you're going to need to understand how to use Canvas. That's how you're going to turn in all your assignments to me. That's how you're going to find all your assignments. You obviously found this video, so you're in the right direction. But some areas to notice within the Canvas modules or the Canvas course is one, to take a look at the module. You'll notice that I have a bunch of stuff in there and they're not gonna all pop up on your generated to-do list. And so you wanna make sure every week you find the dates and you open the whole module and look at everything that I have in there. That's gonna be what will make you successful. The second thing is you'll find the syllabus. So you'll find some of my rules on late policies and extra credit and cheating and reaching out to me and working with DSS services. All that's in the syllabus in the first module that says like course information. We're going to use the discussion board quite a bit for class. I get a lot of feedback from students in a variety of ways. One extreme is, man, it's too much, it's overload, and I don't like the discussion board. And the other is that really helped me form community. I really liked hearing from my classmates and I loved using the discussion board. Either way, the reason that I use the discussion board is because it's how I'm trying to build community in an online course. And so yes, it might feel like you're responding a lot to students, but that's what we would do if we were in a face-to-face class. We'd be responding to each other and communicating. This is our way of communicating through text. So just know that that's going to be a big part of the class. You'll have quizzes, which is another part of the class. I give you unlimited time on your quizzes because my goal is for you to actually know the answer, not how quickly can you look up the answer. So you'll have a ton of time to complete those quizzes, but I will not accept any late quizzes. I will not open up for any late quizzes throughout the entire course. So kind of keep that in mind as you move. And then the last thing you need to know on campus is how to just upload assignments to me and making sure that I'm getting your work. If for some reason I'm not, then you're gonna start seeing zeros pop up and you and I need to reach out and communicate right away. But basically you're just gonna upload a lot of this stuff with like as an attachment in an email. It's pretty simple and we should be good. But if you notice a problem, immediately you need to reach out to me. And then the very last thing that you need to be able to do to be successful in class is you need to be able to be willing to communicate with me. So in an online class, there are always bound to be problems and issues and things go wrong. It is your job, the student, to reach out to me when those things happen. So I am much more likely to help you if one night something goes wrong, you couldn't upload an assignment, but I wake up to an email the next morning explaining what happened with your attachment assignment there and you're hoping you don't get late credit for that. I'm gonna be more responsive than if 2 or 3 weeks later you say, hey, this thing was due 3 weeks ago, then I'm not gonna be able to help you. So immediately I need you to be able to communicate with me if you're experiencing a problem or an issue. Same thing with, I don't understand this. Can you explain this in a different way? That's on you to reach out to me and then I will of course go through and explain it any way that I can to help you. But it is your job to let me know when there's a problem because I'm gonna otherwise assume everything's going fine, which for most students it does. Most students are like, this was really easy. I was able to cruise through the material. It was organized and fine. But every once in a while I get someone who struggles and says, I can't figure this out. Can you help me? And of course that's what I'm here for. So you just have to let me know so that I can be there for you to help. All right, and the last thing that I want to talk about is that now you are going to start working on week 1's work. And you're going to create a little video for me to watch and the class to watch so that we can get to know you, just like you all got to know me. And your video will be much shorter than mine. But I'm hoping that this video introduced myself to you all and also gave you some good information moving forward so that you can see how class is going to be set up. The last thing that I'll hope for you is that every single time I teach this class, I learn from my students just as much as I expect you to learn from me. So I'm excited for this, and I hope that this leads to a wonderful summer experience and a way for us to complete 3 units in communication studies. I'll talk to you all soon.